hold onto your seats, because the love story that once had fans swooning and social media buzzing is officially over, and the internet can't handle it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the couple who were once the poster children of celebrity power couples, Yandy and Mendeecees, have finally called it quits. But this isn't just a simple split. This is the kind of courtroom revelation that shakes foundations, shatters illusions, and leaves everyone questioning what they thought they knew. How did the couple who seemed untouchable, whose every red carpet appearance was dissected, whose every Instagram post was worshipped by millions, go from relationship goals to divorce confirmed? Was it betrayal, heartbreak, or just the unstoppable chaos of life in the public eye? And where does Tamar fit into all of this? The catalyst that fans claim turned their fairy tale into a full-blown scandal. Today, we're peeling back the curtain. The courtroom lights, the gavel, the cameras, the whispers, they're all part of a story that is equal parts shocking and inevitable. By the end of this, you'll understand how a love admired by fans became a cautionary tale, how secrets, lies, and public scrutiny collided, and why the confirmation of their divorce is more than just paperwork, it's the end of an era. The story of Yandy and Mendeecees began like something straight out of a Hollywood script, two worlds colliding, two personalities larger than life, and a chemistry that made fans stop scrolling and take notice. From the very beginning, their connection was magnetic. Sources, anonymous of course, but close to the couple, claimed that Mendeecees first noticed Yandy at a star-studded event, where her presence was impossible to ignore. He was reportedly smitten instantly, and the chase began. Their romance wasn't subtle. Lavish dates, public appearances, and high-profile gatherings were documented, photographed, and dissected by the paparazzi. Every glance, every smile, every affectionate Instagram caption was analyzed and praised. For fans, it was the ultimate power couple, a pairing that seemed untouchable, unbreakable, and destined for social media immortality. They were goals, one internet commenter gushed. Everything about them screamed forever. But behind the public smiles and curated images, insiders suggest a more complicated picture. Yandy, who had always been fiercely independent, reportedly struggled with the constant scrutiny and the pressure to maintain a flawless image. Meanwhile, Mendeecees, despite his charisma and charm, had his own set of challenges. Sources claim long nights of business obligations, unexplained trips, and private meetings that never appeared in the public eye began to create cracks in the picture-perfect facade. Fast forward to the height of their relationship, their love story became headline news, every public outing a talking point, every couple's vacation a viral sensation. Fans adored the juxtaposition of Yandy's elegance and Mendeecees' streetwise swagger. They became more than a couple. They became icons, a living testament to love surviving adversity. Rumors swirled, of course, but these were dismissed as jealous speculation. They seemed untouchable, an insider claimed, speaking anonymously. Even when drama happened around them, they made it look like nothing could shake them. And then Tamar entered the equation. Whether intentional or coincidental, her presence sent shockwaves through the carefully constructed image. Suddenly, whispers that were once ignored became unavoidable. Public attention shifted, social media dissected every possible interaction, and the couple's previously untouchable image began to show signs of strain. Private disagreements reportedly spilled into public view, subtle tensions escalated, and the love story fans idolized was no longer untouchable. As the divorce proceedings unfolded, the world was given an intimate, dramatic look at a relationship that had fascinated millions. From their first meeting to the whirlwind romance, to the rise and eventual crack under the pressure of betrayal and outside interference, the narrative was no longer just theirs. It was everyone's to witness, dissect, and debate. This wasn't just a couple separating. It was a saga, a collision of public adoration, personal heartbreak, and unavoidable scrutiny. And as Yandy and Mendeecees officially took steps to dissolve their union, the internet couldn't help but analyze every moment, every misstep, every reason that led to this seismic revelation. Fans asked themselves, how did a love so celebrated, so admired, go from headline-grabbing happiness to a confirmed divorce? Was it inevitable, or did external factors accelerate the collapse? And in a world where social media immortalizes every smile and every tear, could any couple truly survive the glare of public fascination when private lives collide with public curiosity? By the end of this chapter, one thing was certain. What began as an iconic love story had become a cautionary tale, and the confirmation of their divorce was more than paperwork. It was the end of an era, the fall of an empire built on admiration, and the start of a story that promised heartbreak, intrigue, and explosive revelations. As news of Yandy and Mendeecees' divorce confirmation spread like wildfire, the public and media frenzy intensified. The whispers that had once been dismissed as idle gossip suddenly took on the weight of undeniable truth. Sources close to the couple claimed that Tamar's involvement, whether intentional or accidental, had been the tipping point. Rumors circulated that Mendeecees' attention shifted subtly, his private interactions with Tamar sparking speculation that no social media post or public appearance could hide. Leaked messages, which insiders say were circulated behind the scenes, allegedly revealed conversations where Mendeecees and Tamar discussed their closeness, carefully concealing details from Yandy. Social media sleuths immediately pounced, analyzing every photo, every comment, every timeline inconsistency. It's a classic case of history repeating itself, one anonymous source claimed. The public saw the love story, but no one saw the cracks forming behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Yandy's emotional breakdown in court, once framed as personal, became a viral moment. Clips circulated endlessly online, with fans dissecting her every expression, hands trembling, voice breaking, eyes filled with both determination and sorrow. Commentators debated her timing, her motivations, and whether the divorce would have been avoidable if Tamar had never entered the picture. Every post, tweet, and video added fuel to a fire that refused to die down. The public reaction was instantaneous and divided. Some cheered Yandy's courage, framing her decision as a triumph of self-respect over betrayal. Others criticized the timing, suggesting she should have addressed matters privately rather than turning the courtroom into a spectacle. Yet, amid the heated debates, one point was clear. The divorce wasn't just the end of a marriage, it was a cultural event, dissected in real time by millions who had followed this saga from the beginning. Financial implications also became a hot topic. Alleged reports surfaced claiming that shared assets, lavish properties, and undisclosed investments would now be scrutinized. Anonymous, legal experts began breaking down how the divorce could affect endorsements, media appearances, and brand collaborations. Every fan became a pseudo-lawyer, debating settlements and division of property across social media feeds. The combination of celebrity, heartbreak, and financial intrigue made the story irresistible. Meanwhile, Tamar's role remained a source of speculation. Had she been fully aware of the consequences? Was she a participant in a secret that destabilized one of the most celebrated celebrity relationships? Or was she merely a bystander swept up in circumstances she couldn't control? Fans and critics dissected every interview, social media post, and rumored interaction, piecing together a narrative that painted a complex web of relationships, loyalties, and betrayal. The courtroom itself became a character in the saga, its walls echoing with the weight of personal drama magnified by public attention. Every pause, every glare, every subtle exchange between Mendeecees and Yandy was analyzed, memified, and shared across the internet. What was once private had become public property, leaving no detail untouched and no emotion unexamined. By the end of the proceedings, one thing was undeniable. The union that once seemed untouchable had crumbled in full view of the world. Fans mourned, debated, and speculated, but the reality was stark. Yandy and Mendeecees were officially divorced. Tamar's presence had changed everything, and the iconic relationship that so many idolized had finally come to its dramatic, irreversible conclusion. With the divorce officially confirmed, the aftermath was nothing short of explosive. Media outlets, gossip channels, and social media accounts went into overdrive. Every facet of Yandy and Mendeecees' once celebrated life was dissected, from their lavish vacations to the intimate moments fans had idolized. What had once been portrayed as a fairy tale was now recast as a cautionary tale of secrecy, betrayal, and heartbreak. Insiders claimed the emotional toll on both parties was immense. Yandy, having publicly voiced her grievances and demanded her freedom, reportedly felt a mix of liberation and lingering pain. "She's relieved, but the scars are real," one alleged source said. "It's one thing to plan a life with someone, and another to watch it unravel in front of the world." Mendeecees, on the other hand, was rumored to be grappling with the sudden collapse of his carefully curated public persona. The man who once seemed untouchable, a model of celebrity resilience, was now facing not just personal loss, but public scrutiny of every choice he had made. Fans reacted with a whirlwind of opinions. Some praised Yandy's bravery, calling her decision a symbol of self-respect and empowerment. Others criticized the public nature of the revelation, questioning whether private matters should ever be exposed so publicly. Yet another faction focused on Tamar, speculating endlessly about her awareness, intentions, and the role she played in the downfall of one of the most famous couples in the celebrity sphere. Every post, tweet, and story fueled heated debates that raged for days. Financial repercussions also loomed large. Reports, some confirmed, others speculative, claimed joint assets would be divided, business ventures reconsidered, and endorsements potentially jeopardized. Industry insiders hinted that deals once considered secure could now be at risk, illustrating how a personal decision could ripple across professional realms. Even advertisers and media partners reportedly began reassessing their affiliations, wary of being linked to the high-profile fallout. Meanwhile, the public narrative began to shift from who did what to broader reflections on trust, loyalty, and the fragility of even the most celebrated relationships. Analysts and commentators dissected timelines, scrutinized social media posts, and reconstructed events to piece together the story behind the headlines. Memes, reaction videos, and think pieces proliferated, ensuring that the conversation would not die down anytime soon. For Yandy and Mendeecees themselves, the road ahead promised both challenges and opportunities. For Yandy, it was about reclaiming her life, her voice, and her narrative after years of compromise and concealment. For Mendeecees, it was about damage control, understanding the consequences of public mistakes, and attempting to rebuild a reputation now indelibly marked by controversy. And Tamar? Her presence, though often quieter, remained a magnet for speculation. Fans debated whether she would issue a statement, remain silent, or be dragged further into the media storm. The triangle that had captivated audiences for months wasn't resolved. It had merely entered a new, unpredictable phase. As the dust began to settle, one fact remained undeniable. Yandy and Mendeecees' divorce marked the end of an era. A love story idolized by fans had crumbled under the weight of secrets and public scrutiny. The fallout would echo through social media, gossip channels, and courtrooms alike. And as with any celebrity saga of this magnitude, one question lingered: who really emerged unscathed in the end, and who would forever be defined by the scandal? So, here we are, Yandy and Mendeecees, the couple everyone thought was untouchable, officially divorced. The fairy tale is over, the headlines are screaming, and the internet is still in chaos. But here's the real question: what does this mean for all of us watching from the sidelines? Are we just spectators, or are we part of the conversation that keeps these stories alive? Think about it. Every whispered rumor, every carefully curated Instagram post, every late-night speculation, it all built a narrative that millions believed. And now, that narrative has been shattered. Yandy chose herself, her voice, and her freedom over silence and compromise. Mendeecees faces the consequences of his hidden choices. Tamar remains a wild card, her role dissected by millions of eyes across the globe. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's irresistibly real. Now it's your turn. What do you think really happened behind the glitz and glamour? Was this divorce inevitable, a long time coming, or did one decision tip the scales? Who do you side with, Yandy, Mendeecees, or do you see the story as shades of gray, like most real-life scandals? Could Tamar have done things differently, or was she just caught in the storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Debate it. Dissect it. Share your hot takes. Every theory, every opinion adds to the frenzy and keeps the story alive. Don't just watch, participate. Hit that like button if this revelation shocked you. Subscribe to stay on top of every twist, every shocking development, and every explosive secret that surfaces next. Share this video with friends because everyone deserves a front row seat to the drama. Remember, celebrity stories aren't just entertainment. They're a lens into human emotion, deception, and the chaos that unfolds when secrets no longer stay hidden. Stay tuned, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of the truth, because once it's out, there's no turning back.